My first guest is best known for her award-winning role as Nurse Carol Hathaway on ER, or as I call it, She's returning to television this week in the TNT miniseries, The Mists of Avalon. Let's take a look. Good Lord! Please welcome Julianna Margulies. Thank you for joining us.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you kidding?
So nice to be here.
I gotta say, we're looking at this miniseries today. It's gotten these great, amazing reviews. Everybody likes this.
Thank God.
But it's this is real action. Like we were watching it, and these miniseries now are like real movies. They're like big movies. I mean, that looked like a real sword that you were swinging around.
That was a real sword, and actually that was a real kick in the head too.
You just started randomly kicking people.
No, I got kicked.
Oh, you got
Did
kicked.
you watch the clip, Conan?
No, I tend to wander away when they show the clips. I just got back in the nick of time. I like run back and put my clothes back on.
That was a moment where we had this crazy French Mario. He was our stunt coordinator and he trained all the horses. He's an amazing man, actually,
right.
But he's a little overzealous, and he loved that I knew how to ride. So he would put me in situations that I had no idea what I was about to enter into, because if I knew, I'd be scared and I wouldn't do it. He says, no, Julianna, oui, you just come here. There's going to be a man on the bridge with a rope. Forget about it. You go the other way, you're fine. I'm like, okay. And action. We all go, and I feel something hit my head. I had no idea what it was, but I just kept going. Because with all the hair and I didn't understand what was going on. And kept going for another 5 minutes and cut, and this huge applause in the forest. We're in the middle of, I don't know where, somewhere in Prague, in the woods. And they all were so happy because I kept going, so they could actually use me being hit in the head. Right. On film, rather than fake it.
Did Mario tell you that they were going to shoot you with an arrow? Was that a surprise? You're going to get hit with an arrow. Don't worry about it.
And now the horse stomps on your head. It's good.
Now, see, if I had to be in a movie like that, there's no danger of that, but if someone cast me in a movie like that, everyone else would be riding around on a real horse, and then they'd cut to me on a wooden horse, and I'd be like, go get him! And then they would cut, because I don't know how to ride a horse. How do you learn to do something like that? Do they train you? Yeah,
they train. Well, I already sort of came with riding skills. I had ridden as a little kid, and I grew up in England, so it's common in England for kids to have horses. It's cheap, it's easy, they're everywhere. So
it's still how they get around over there.
Still how they get around.
Yeah.
They've yet to move on to the car. So I came with riding skills, but I hadn't been on a horse in 10 years. So I went up to the gentle jungle, which is where most of the movie animals are trained and where actors are trained to either, like Russell Crowe, that's where he learned how to fight the lions and tigers in Gladiator. And so I went up there to learn, but it's a place where they train monkeys and camels and elephants.
Right.
So you're riding in this huge ring, and in the middle, that's where they house the camels, in the middle of the ring. And you're riding around it. And for some reason, every time I went up for my riding lesson, they were mating the camels. What do they do? They just in the ring.
Do they play music? What do they? I'm serious.
So
I don't know. How do they get? What do you mean? How do they get them to mate?
Playing music and they're drinking champagne.
Yeah, right.
No, it's horrible. You see the female in there, and what happens is their mouths open and like from anger. It's like a long tongue, and it comes out to here, and all you hear is the woman screaming, the female screaming, and the male camel is just angry and aggressive. I'd be riding, I'm like, okay, we're gonna just go around this way.
Wait, well, why can't they have? I mean, shouldn't they get them a hotel or just get them out of there? I mean,
a little privacy would be okay. You know what? The male camel didn't seem to mind.
Yeah, he's probably really proud of himself.
I'm sure, because let me tell you, have you ever seen?
Yeah, I have some films back home. What do you think? What do you think? I have got to say, I have got the best camel porn back home. Just watching it, you know. Yeah.
Check out the tongue.
That's why I wasn't watching your clip. I ran out. I watch it in the hall sometimes. Now, there's a ton of extras in this. I mean, there are you know, and which is extremely expensive, but also I'm thinking you're filming this in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Where do you get these hundreds of guys with
the dreadlocks?
With the dreadlocks,
and,
yeah.
It was amazing because in Avalon is very tribal, almost sort of this dreadlocks, tattoos, you know, that kind of thing. So where do you find them in Prague? And basically, the first AD, the Czech first AD, got all these extras together, and Angelica's first day of filming, she has to walk up on these steps and say, "I'm the lady of the lake," and all the tribesmen are in front of her. And the director, Oli Adel, says to the first AD, "Tell them to bow down the second she gets up on the stairs."
Right.
So he repeats it in Czech, which, by the way, when you say tell them to bow, that's English.
Right.
Czech is, and you go, "I just said to bow." He's saying that. It goes on for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult language.
They have very long words,
They
yeah.
do. And so she gets up, action, she gets up, and one guy sort of bows, and then another one kind of bows, and then the other one just starts standing there like that. And we realized they're all stoned. Where else are you going to find all these dreadlock guys with missing teeth? And we realized where they found them was like the drug section of Prague. And so
I noticed that in the battle scene, in the background, there are a lot of guys just kind of looking.
No, the best part is if you notice King Arthur's round table where
Right.
we're all supposed to eat, and there's no utensils at 800 AD, we eat with our hands.
Right.
And you see all the American actors and English actors were picking on the bread.
Right.
Well, all the Czech actors, they have the munchies now. And it's like a roast pig.
Right, right.
And it says action, and they dig in with their hand, they're eating the roast pig, says cut, and they don't stop. Keep going.
Yeah, and then they break out the Oreos, and then you have a whole other problem. They're ancient Oreos.
They were fine, good people. A lot of fun.
Now, you were in the, I want to bring this up, I hope it's okay to bring it up, but you were mentioned in the paper recently.
I was?
In a way that I didn't expect. They
God.
talked about how there's a strip club in town, Scores, and don't ask me, I don't know what these things are, but I'm told by people that there is
Catholic
dancing.
Irish boys don't go to
No,
Scores, is
the
that it?
library closes early and I'm right at home to watch my camel porn. But it's talking about the strip club Scores and how it's the in place now. I think it was like an Entertainment Weekly or something. They're talking about like, this is the in place now, and they say because...
It was an Entertainment Weekly?
I think so. They said like, it was like the cover. Yeah, no, it was, they mentioned that it was one of the it spots, this place called Scores, because you went to the strip club. And I just, you know, I've known you a little bit, and I just don't see you going to a strip club.
Really?
I think it's perfectly all right, and I'd like to go with you next time, but... Did you have a good time?
Oh, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. I went.
Good for you. See,
no,
it's all about confessing here. That's all. Don't you feel better now?
There was a big fight on that night.
A big fight.
A big fight, like De La Hoya and
boxing
Prince
match.
Ahmad Al-Fed are men. What's his name?
Well, they were fighting over his name,
My
yeah.
boyfriend would kill me right
Yeah.
now.
Prince Nassim, probably.
No, Hassim Ahmed or something. Someone must be a
I just got
boxing
you out of the
fan.
hole and you dug it again. I'm like, trying to help you here.
I'm sorry. So there was the big fight on, and we happened to get there just as it was ending. So, yeah, I went. And
So you went to the Scores because you thought this would be
Scores,
fun?
and we thought it would be fun. I just wanted to see what it was like, and I got a lap dance.
You got a lap dance?
I did. And my boyfriend is sitting here, and I'm getting this lap dance, and there's like a whole bunch of guys from the Howard Stern show sitting over here.
Right, right.
And I'm getting this like long lap dance.
Right, right.
And I was like, wow, this is going on a long time. And they all go, that never happens to men.
You think you got a better lap dance
They all
than...
said that I got an amazing lap dance.
And you think it's because you're a woman?
Because I'm a woman.
So I should go as a woman. That's what I should do. If I was to go to such a place.
No.
Which I would, and like tomorrow night, I'd be like,
Oh, my name's Lucy. I think it'd work if you went as a camel.
yeah. And we filmed the whole thing. Are you a boxing fan?
I'm a little bit of a box. My boyfriend used to box, and so he's gotten me into it. My dad actually boxed also, so I do watch boxing now and then, but I'm not a big violent. I'm a yoga kind of
Right.
girl. Peace, calm, be gentle, and
Right.
and my boyfriend definitely. He was a boxer, and now he's sort of into this thing called jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is...
Well, you know what jiu-jitsu is? I watched a documentary on it to find out what was going on.
Right.
Basically, the documentary is called Choke.
It's
what it's called.
It's all choking?
It's called choke because jiu-jitsu is a martial art form that's wrestling and punching, and basically when you want to get your opponent into a choke so that they can't move, so that they have to tap out, and you won.
Right. I like any fight where all I have to do is tap the guy and he stops.
Yeah.
Because I've tried that in real life, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I'm like, keep going.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was my line. You took it.
I didn't know that.
I mean, that's what girls do.
Oh, really?
You come out, you go, okay, tap out, I'm done.
I didn't mean to imply that I fight like a girl. This interview's over. All right, Mists of Avalon airs this Sunday and Monday night at 8 o'clock on TNT. I do kind of, I'm like, ah!
No, because why would you want to be choked, ultimately? Like,
don't
who
know.
wants to do a sport where you get choked? It just seems ridiculous.
I don't know, it could be fun for a little bit.
Sure.
This got very weird very fast. Every time we try and get into a classy area, it quickly falls apart.
So apologize.
Yeah, I think it's my fault.
It's a classy show to watch, though, Mists of Avalon. Not at all in the gutter where we've been.
I thought you were talking about this show for a second. I was totally like, no, it's not. Do you know where you are? The Mists of Avalon is every review I read today was like 5 stars. Everyone loves it. It airs this Sunday and Monday night at 8 o'clock on TNT. Continued success.
Thank you
and
so
thanks
much.
for being here. Julianna, Margulies, Tim Stack coming up. We'll be right back.